All rise. Judge Bunda B. Court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1042, Drummer case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Ms. Drummer, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Hi, my name is April, and I'm coming to use child support for my 2 children.
All right, how old are your children?
My children, 6 and 4.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm bringing Mr. here before the court today because I need support for my kids, and unfortunately, he's not providing.
All right. Does he have a job?
Yes, he does.
This case is pure chaos from the start. What began as a simple child support dispute quickly turned into a messy story of social media, excuses, and broken promises. On one side, a mother asking for help to raise her kids. On the other, a father who's full of reasons why he can't pay, but somehow always has time for his YouTube brand. He claims he's helping from afar, but his actions say otherwise. And just when you think it can't get worse, the lies start piling up. But hold on, is the mother telling the full truth? Is she using the system or just trying to survive? This battle isn't just about money, it's about responsibility, ego, and the tough reality of parenting in the age of social media. And when the judge steps in? Let's just say, her decision is the ultimate mic drop.
He's a plumber.
Okay, all right. So he has a legitimate job. He can be supporting the kids, and he won't do it?
He will not.
Okay, well, did you want to let me know anything else before I move over to him?
Yes. His job is to be a plumber, but that's not the only thing he's fixing.
Oh, okay.
He's not just fixing water pipes.
Interesting. Ooh, okay.
Yes, really.
Yes, sir, really.
Here's your first major red flag. The father completely dodges his child support responsibility. Instead of explaining how he helps his kids, he starts talking about his big plans and online projects. Let's be honest, that's not ambition, that's pure avoidance. Because if you can talk about your YouTube grind more than how your child eats, learns, or lives, there's a serious problem. So what would you do if your co-parent sat in court rambling about dreams and side hustles instead of stepping up for their child? Is he confused, lost, or just flat out running from responsibility?
Fixing.
Listen, I'm a plumber. I'm a licensed plumber, drummer to plumber. I'm sure you've seen all my social media ads. All I do...
Actually, I haven't.
Okay, well, you should. All I do is lay pipe all day long.
Oh, okay.
All right, that's what I do.
Is that the fixing you were referring to?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I'm not talking about any housework. I'm not talking about any businesses. I'm talking about females.
Oh, okay. Drummer to plumber. All right.
All up and down Oak Cliff.
Okay.
First of all, I don't be in no clip like that unless I'm working.
I met you at Rudy's. You were fixing their pipe. I met you at Rudy's.
This moment is honestly wild. You can finally see just how out of touch he really is, sitting there talking about fixing his image, music studios, and Russian downloads, while the judge is just trying to figure out how much he actually supports his own child. At this point, it's clear he's not just disconnected, he's living on a different planet. Like, does he really think throwing around words like content and tools somehow replaces diapers and daycare? And you can feel it. The judge's patience is running out, and honestly, so is ours.
Every now and then I go from time to time between jobs. Listen, I'm drummer to plumber, okay? I do a real good job. She's just mad. You know, she didn't start this.
What is she mad about?
She just, listen, we went to a soccer game for our 6-year-old, right?
All right.
Everything was cool. You know, I met another young lady, and I brought her to the game, you know, because, you know, she likes soccer too. And she been tripping ever since. She wasn't tripping like that until she saw her, you know? So now she talking about, I'm gonna put you on child support. I pick my kids up. My kids got all the new shoes. They got all the new clothes. Anything they need. I take little man to the barbershop every week.
Are you referring to these kids or?
All my kids.
Wait a minute, how many kids you have?
I mean, you know, before I got with her, you know, I have 3, you know, and then we have 2, I guess, you know, so.
Wait a minute, I'll stop right there. What do you mean by I guess? What does that mean?
That youngest one don't look like me, but, you know, I'm not even, you know, we're not going to do that today. You know, we're not going to do that today. She's not as innocent. She do a lot of after-hours tutoring at her job, and it don't be no kids up there, so.
Tutoring and fixing pipes, okay.
Man, talk about I got to stay afterwards. I'm teaching a class, and I drive by there because I got a job around the corner, and it's just 2 cars up there. I know the kids can't drive, but, you know, ain't nobody up there. It'd be some bells ringing, though.
Interesting. You know,
And I'm tutoring his other kids, so that's why I'm there late, because he's not there helping his kids. I'm tutoring the first 3 kids.
And this is where the real emotional hit lands. The mother opens up about how she's been struggling just to cover the basics for her kids, while the father keeps spinning the same old story, lost in talk about projects that never actually pay the bills. Now, let's be clear, this isn't just someone being flaky. This is someone using confusion as a shield. The more nonsense he throws out, the less anyone can hold him accountable. Be honest, have you ever met someone like this? Drop it in the comments because sadly, this kind of behavior happens way more than people admit.
I have to get to, right? So, I can't really place him on child support today without him knowing if these are
They look
his
just like
kids.
him.
Okay.
Well, he said he's questioning that. Excuse me, sir?
If somebody needed some pipe laid, that's all.
I'm
Let me
sure
turn
it's
this off.
an
Let me.
Oakley.
Okay, so you know what? I'm not about to play with you. So, I am going to tell you what I'm going to do. You're questioning whether or not, is it just the second one or is it both of them?
Listen, what she don't like to tell you guys is that, you know, I met her at Ruby's, right?
All right.
The dude ringing her up, she was hollering at him. I pulled her from him.
I asked her for extra pickles and a pepper.
I bet you wanted an extra pickle and a pepper.
Okay, you know what? So,
I
you
bet
know
you
what?
did.
I did.
So then next you know, she coming home from tutoring, smelling like chicken. I mean, smelling like straight seasoned salt, right? I didn't say nothing. But you know I come home.
Everybody gets extra seasoning at Rudy's on their chicken.
Yeah, they do. I know I do.
Well, listen, it was seasoned a little. It was everywhere. You know how people say you come home smelling like perfume? She had seasoned salt all on her blouse one day. I ain't no dummy. I know what it is. So,
Okay.
you know.
Sir, what pipes were you fixing at Rudy's?
Okay, let me tell you what we're going to do. Hold on, both of you. Let me tell you what we are going to do because I got a lot of seasoning from the both of you today. This is what we're going to do. We're going to reset this case so you can get a DNA test. Go ahead and get it on.
At this point, the father's credibility is completely gone. He's just talking in circles, dropping fancy tech words, and still hasn't explained how he actually supports his kids. Meanwhile, the mother stays focused, tired, yes, but clear and consistent about her struggles. And that's the real difference. One parent is dealing with real life, bills, food, daily needs. The other, lost in excuses and fantasy. You can almost feel the judge's decision coming. The only question left is, will the court side with the parent doing the work or the one making excuses?
I'm going to order you, get a DNA test on both.
We're going to get pickles and pepper man over here too?
If it's necessary, if you turn out to be the father, we can get the chicken man or the pickle man,
Yes,
whoever
can
we
get
need
all
to
that.
bring
We
in
can
here.
Bring the other 3 kids that I tutor and help.
Okay, well, you know what? That's what we're
Because
going
they
to
can't read. One's 15, the other's 11. They can't read.
But they
That's
fly.
why
They
extra
fly.
help.
They fly. They got everything they need.
But you buy everybody Jordans. You buy my kids Jordans. You just said.
What's wrong with that?
Okay,
But
let
you
me
don't think
let me
you
tell
spend
you
that
what's
money
wrong.
for 2
Excuse
kids
me,
and not
excuse
Listen,
me.
I lay a
Did
lot
y'all,
of pipes.
excuse me, did y'all need me to leave while you all finished talking? Or did you want to find out these are your kids or
I
not?
just got a whiff of seasoned salt
Do
and
you
set me
want to
off a little
find,
bit.
answer my question. Do you want to find out whether or not these are your kids?
I do.
Thank you. Do you want to place him on child support if he is indeed the father? Okay, so
So let's make it simple. One parent showed up with real proof, both on paper and from the heart. The other, just smoke and mirrors, excuses wrapped in fancy words. In the end, the judge said what needed to be said. Parenting isn't a hobby, and empty promises don't pay the bills. Whether you think she deserved the help or believe he just needed guidance, one thing's clear. Words mean nothing without action.
ending the DNA testing, okay? All right? Do you all have any?
And I don't need you to come over in my house.
No, ma'am, excuse me. Miss Drummer, I don't need you to tell him what he does not need to do. I need you to listen to what I'm saying, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
And
you.
I need him, no, don't thank me. I need you to go get the DNA tested, okay?
Oh, yeah, I'll get the DNA test.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Understood. So do you all have any other questions about what we're doing here today?
Yeah, just out of curiosity, how's the plumbing at the courtyard?
You know what? With that, we're going to go ahead and dismiss this and dismiss it for today, not in its entirety. You all are dismissed and free to leave. Yeah.
Okay, that's
That's